Hi boys and girls. Now I'm going to show you how to make a cube out of paper. Okay? You need a 9 by 12 sheet of paper, like my yellow paper right here, and you need a piece of cardboard that you've cut into a square. To make this pink cube right here, I used a 3-inch square. For the one that I'm going to make for you now, I'm using a smaller square. This is a 2-inch square. And I chose that because that's probably the size that will be easiest for you to make, because it will fit on a 9 by 12 piece of construction paper. So the first thing you want to do is lay that square, a cardboard square, right in the center of your paper and trace it one time. This is the bottom of your cube. Then you're going to take your square and you're going to lay it at the top of that bottom that you made there, and you're going to trace it again for one side. Then you're going to take it over to the side and make your second side. See where I'm going with this, don't you? You're going to move it down towards the bottom, trace that side, and you're going to complete your 4 sides by putting it on the section there that is lacking square. So what you've basically done, or what, not basically, what you have done, you've drawn a cross. The bottom of your cube, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Now we want your cube to have a top. We want it to be solid. So we choose one of our sides to trace an additional square. Okay. We should have 6 squares traced. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 sides on our cube. Now to put it together, we need a little bit extra additional drawing pieces. I'm going to turn this way, so you'll be looking at it this way. This is the top. This is the lid. The lid needs to have a little flap to close on it. So what we do is we pretend like we're drawing the top of a house. We come in with 2 diagonals, but instead of bringing them all the way up to the point, we level them off. We make a tab. Okay, so we have a tab here at the top. Then we want to make a tab on each one of our 4 sides. So this is my top. I'm not going to put a tab there, but this right underneath it is a side. I'm going to make a tab on that side. I'm drawing out my house edges and leveling it off. Okay. See what I did there? Now, so I don't get confused, I'm going to rotate my paper clockwise. And I'm going to make a tab right here. On this side. I want it on this side and now this side. I'm going to rotate it clockwise. And now I'm going to make a tab on this side. That's the every time I rotate it, I make a tab on the square that's closest to me. Rotate it clockwise one more time. This square is closest to me. It gets a tab. Okay. Count to see if I have 4 tabs. 1, move it back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have one on my lid. So now I cut it out. Instead of doing it all right now, showing you, I already did cut out one. An orange one. Okay, let's see that orange one. Similar. Because it takes a little while to cut it out, and I want you to take your time when you're doing it. But once you do, you'll have a flat piece like this. And the first thing that I want you to do is fold your tabs in. I'll start with my lid tab, and then I'll do this side tab right here. One side. I'll rotate it. The other side tab. Rotate it. Here comes my 3rd tab. Rotate it. And my 4th tab. Rotate it. Okay. Now I'm going to take my lid, my flap, and where there's a line for my crease, I'm going to fold that in. So now I basically have my cross again. I'm going to take each one of these sides and fold them into the center, one at a time. Make a crease with my finger, open it back up. Rotate, fold this into the center, make a crease with my finger, open it back up. Rotate, fold, and the last one, hold the flap in, fold the whole side up, make a crease. Okay, now I'm ready to put it together because all of my flaps and folds are going into the center. Start wherever you want with one of your flaps and apply some glue. 2 or 3 dots, it depends. Okay. Smooth the glue with your fingers. Okay. Then open this up, and my flap this time, it's going to be on the outside. So if you don't want to see the flap, let's change that for a minute. I don't want to see the flap. I don't want that to be on the outside. So I'm going to close my flap here, and I'm going to put the flap, I'm going to put the glue on the other side. Now when I pick it up, put the flap on the inside of the square. Use both of my hands to press it. Okay. And I move to the next flap. Remember, I want the glue on the inside, so I'll close it. Put some glue on it, pick the side up, and press it against it. Make sure that you got your edges even. Okay. Next, see, it comes together pretty quickly. Spread some glue, press the side up. And last, press it together. Now, I'm holding all of these edges because it needs a little bit more time for it to set than I gave it. It felt like it was a little bit loose, so I'm not going to close it up yet. Some boys and girls like to keep it just like a box. But if you want to use it as an actual building block, you're going to put glue on the flap and press it in to finally complete it. If you make it that way, then you can do all kinds of cool things where you stack your cubes and build more with them. Most important thing, make sure that you use one square piece of cardboard to trace all 6 of your sides. Make sure that you make your tabs. Take your time folding. Take your time gluing. Have fun with it.